Hello everyone. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Today I'm going to give you a quick and easy strategy to calculate your tip that you would like to leave to a server or some other person that would be based upon the bill. But first I want to say I believe something great is going to happen for you today. And now on with the video. If you like quick and easy strategies, go ahead and click the like button, and that way I'll know you like this type of video and we'll do some more of them for you. But let's today talk about my strategy for tipping. Now, I think tipping is really important. There's lots of people out there who the majority of what they make to live on is based upon tips. Many of us, including Professor Capko, have worked in industries before at some point in our lives in which tipping was very important to our income. So it's an important subject to me, and I always like to take care of if it's a server, if it's somebody else providing some sort of service to me, I like to tip them and I like to tip them well. But for purposes of today, we're going to talk about tipping as a basis of 20%. Now, put in the comments what your basis for tipping is. Some of you may tip in a traditional 15%. Some of you like to tip 25% or more. And certainly, if I get great service, I will tip higher than this. And if I receive poor service, I almost never don't tip, but I would maybe tip below it. So I'm not saying that 20% is the proper tip. I'm saying it's a great starting spot for our quick calculation today. So the reason I like 20% because it makes the math super easy and then you can adjust it accordingly from there. So if we say that we're going to tip 20% of the bill, and let's say, just for example, just so you can see this works, let's say you are receiving a bill that's $10. And obviously many of you can do that right in your head, but the way I do it is I always take whatever the bill is, that amount I'm going to tip on, I just multiply by 2 and I move the decimal place. So if I multiply 10 by 2, that gives me $20, which of course I know $20 tip on a $10 bill would be quite impressive, and maybe somebody does deserve that. But really, we're going to move the decimal place one place, and a 20% tip on a $10 bill would be $2. And that's a quick and easy way to do it. And if you have a larger bill, let's say it's $35, the same strategy works. I just multiply by 2. Many of you can do that in your head. That would be 70. 2 times 35 is 70, and move the decimal place 1. So I know a 20% tip is $7 on a $35 bill. Now, as I mentioned, you may want to tip higher than 20%, or you may want to tip lower than 20%. This method still works because I can always add to that. If I know that $7 is the appropriate 20% tip on a $35 bill and I received exceptional service, I would just add on from there. Another dollar, $2, $5, whatever it is that I want to in that circumstance. But at least I know I've got, if I start with $7, I have done at least 20%. Of course, if you feel you've received poor service and you want to tip lower than 20%, you certainly can start with that number and subtract. But again, the easy trick is you're just multiplying the bill by 2. If it's an odd, sometimes you might not get an amount that is an even number. Let's say my bill is $49.25. I could just multiply that by 2, but what I would probably do is I just round that up to $50 and multiply that by 2, which gives me 100, move the decimal place back, and that gives me a 20% tip of $10, for which I can either add or subtract or keep right there. And you may be saying, Professor Capko, why does that work? Why, if don't we need to move the decimal place over twice? Isn't that what we've been taught? Well, yes and no. If I were multiplying by 20%, I would be moving it over 2, but in this case, I'm just multiplying it by 2. And since I'm not multiplying it by 20, I'm multiplying by 2, which I can do for most things in my head. I would only move the decimal place over 1. So that is a quick and easy method for tipping. If you like this sort of video or tips like this, so to speak, you can go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. There's some things down below that you can do to support this channel, but if you would subscribe and make sure you hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thank you.